Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we're going to talk about holding companies, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, something that we haven't talked about in a long, long while. But once again, you want to establish your LLC? Well, what about a holding company initially? This is for protection for your LLCs because you want to insulate yourself because of you never know what's going to happen within the business. So therefore, you have a holding company that holds 50% or more control of the subsidiary. I'm going to actually show you on screen what it looks like so that way you'll understand. It's very, very simple. But this is what all the big boys do. Millionaires, multi-millionaires, billionaires. This is what they do. I'm going to actually show you schematics, so stay tuned. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and please share the videos. That's so you can help other people because not that many people know about this. And we're going to talk about the structure. I'm not going to get into anything else, but I'm going to let you see what the structure looks like. But before we do that, let's go over to the screen because we're at the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel, podcast channel, and please, once again, let other people know about it. You never know who you're going to be able to help. And also, notice we have a join button over here on the right-hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. Members of the channel, just like tonight is Wednesday night, they are the only ones that can be on the live stream chat room tonight. Everybody, all of you can watch, but only members of the channel can be in the chat room tonight. And members of the channel has other perks as well. They can always join me on screen for any live stream. They receive special messages right here under the community tab as well. 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for them and a few other things. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you this right here, a simple holding company pattern. Notice here, ABC Technology Inc. Notice that is the holding company and everything else is a subsidiary underneath. That is very, very significant. Notice ABC Limited is also another company underneath ABC Technology, which is the holding company. All right. The next subsidiary to insulate ourselves is ABC Limited. Some of you will notice because I will do a video about the FTX fallout. And the reason I'm making this video is because of this. All right. Some of you, a president who was a billionaire, he has over 200 subsidiaries. So I'm giving you a short list right here, but you can just keep going. So then you see ABC Company Limited as another company, subsidiary that's holding mechanical parts companies. So all their mechanical parts companies in this case goes in this category. All right. And then what do you do with the mechanical parts company? Let's just say I have Mechanical Parts Company itself. And we call that, we make another subsidiary underneath here to control that. Then we have the plumbers and the technicians. We'll put them under a different subsidiary, where these are companies I'm referring to. And then we're going to say, okay, our manufacturing facility is going to be called Manufacturing Mechanical Parts Co. And we'll put that. So you can keep going to insulate yourselves from lawsuits because America is the most litigious country in the world. So I just wanted to let you see that. And then we're going to go into some other screens because I'm going to go with Berkshire Hathaway and give you guys what that looks like. So let's go to it right now on the screen, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Berkshire Hathaway. This is actually their energy subsidiaries. That's right. I'm going to show you a few things, but here I'm not going to have, you're just going to see a picture on the screen, unfortunately, because I can't pull it up with the pointer. So just look at the very top in the middle where you see Berkshire Hathaway in ink in blue, and then notice the 90% in between. That would indicate control of Berkshire Hathaway Energy. And then under Berkshire Hathaway Energy, you see other energy companies. Left to right, Pacific Corp, NV Energy, Mid-American Energy, Northern Power Grid, Altalink, BHE. Now, notice Altalink, Alberta, Canada. Also notice below Northern Power Grid, straight down the middle, they have underneath them in the UK is Northern Power Grid. So see how each of the subsidiaries, not each, but some of the subsidiaries have subsidiaries underneath them. So they control the other companies underneath them. That's a beautiful thing. So just giving you an idea. So I'm going to show you some other holdings that they have. So now you'll understand what you see on the screen. In the upper right, you'll notice utilities and energy. So remember some of them I mentioned, Pacific Corp, Northern Power Grid, Mid-American. That's just some of them. But notice how they have these little separate areas. And notice the big square in the middle that says everything owned by Berkshire Hathaway. And then look how they have subsidiaries underneath. So when they have the insurance arm, that's something. They have the manufacturing arm. Then they have the service and retail arm. But all of these are underneath the parent holding company, Berkshire Hathaway, Inc. So whenever there's something that happens amongst these other companies, they are insulated because they have more than one layer of holding companies, subsidiaries, holding companies under the subsidiaries. So that gives you layers of litigious protection, and that signifies they are separate entities as well. And all of those separate entities, for everybody here, you have to understand those separate entities mean a lot when it comes to financials, when it comes to buying power, right? So those are some of the things that you have to remember, is that all the companies have a value. So that's how you get an evaluation, because if the holding company is Berkshire Hathaway and we have holdings underneath there, all the companies together can then equate to a certain value. FTX, Bankman, he understood this because he has lawyers working for him from Wall Street. So they set him up similar to this with all these other companies. Most people have heard of Alameda Research. There's a FTX Ventures. All of those set up subsidiaries. So those other companies, if I turn around and gave them tokens, and if my token is worth, let's just say $100, and I give them 1 million tokens, now you understand the valuation could be $1 billion. And now I can go down and tell somebody, hey, can you give me $100 million loan? Then I can turn around and take that, start another company, buy some tokens, and then say that's the evaluation. But because I'm an owner, I sit there and say, hey, here's the tokens for 5 cents each. So this person buys millions of tokens, selling for $100. Now that value of that company's worth millions of dollars, and I wash, rinse, and repeat. So he goes and sees some other people, and now all the big boys in Wall Street think that it's valued for a certain number. I'm just using him as an example because you guys, I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. But what I'm trying to point out is if you do it the right way, each company is its separate entity. So therefore, each entity has a value. So this is how you become a millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire, is because you're going to have more than just the holding company. And then separately, all of these separate businesses are generating profits and revenue. But combined, they have a greater value. So that's also why, as business credit goes and anything you want to do, it's a lot easier because you can leverage it. And that's why in America and around the world, most of the wealthy are highly leveraged. So when something falls apart, it actually means not only will they fall apart, but 4, 5, 6 other companies could also fall apart. So just keep that in mind. But this is holding company, ladies and gentlemen. If you want any other information, you can always send me an email at support@stopstrugglingnow.com, or you can make comments down below and we can talk about it. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and that's why we have to structure things a little bit differently. If you're starting or have a company, then you can always have a holding company on top. Because again, we're in the litigious United States of America. And anything you know, if something happens, somebody always tries to sue you, and there's always an attorney that's gladly going to file some paperwork. Just keep it all in mind, and you want it separate from your main company because you don't want to lose control of your main company as well. All right, that's it. And thank you so much again, and share the videos to let other people know about it. I appreciate all your support, and I thank you for watching. So keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.